think we need a little bit of reality here. The reality is, when Isiah Leggett assumed this office, this county was broke and getting broker. Budgets were unsustainable. This was before the onset of the recession. I've closed $2.7 billion in budgetary gaps. Today, Montgomery County has the highest financial reserves in the history of this county. We've constructed over 9,000 affordable housing units or implemented programs for them. Our job growth is the highest in this region. It is easy to talk about the good old days when money for everybody around this state was flowing left and right. The reality is, in 2006 and 2007, that was not the case. Hard decisions had to be made. And as a result of those decisions, we are in a much better position today. We didn't start school construction lately. You are in this school today, this Richard Montgomery County school today. You are in schools in Bethesda. You'll look at what has happened in Gaithersburg and Paint Branch, because in 2010 and 2011, I significantly increased at that point in time the capital spending for our schools, a huge increase. We can't go to Annapolis telling the delegates and senators of Annapolis that Baltimore city schools are just like the schools all over the rest of the state. They will laugh you out of Annapolis. The schools and the construction challenges in Baltimore, the worst in this state. And I supported that because it was the right thing to do, and I saw a path for how we can increase expenditures for us going forward. That's why I did it. This is a tough challenge here of trying to ensure that we get the facts straight. We talked about the good old days in Annapolis. The good old days are gone. It is the real days today. We talk as though we were there pulling out money left and right. Everybody was pulling money out left and right in the early 90s. That was clear. But if you go back and look at the last 7 years of the previous administration and compare them to my administration, you'll see that we actually got more from Annapolis on a percentage-wise as well as the dollar amount in times of a recession. And you have to keep that point in mind. Those are tough decisions. We have made tremendous progress in bringing this community together, in making certain that we have the resources for schools, for housing, and a variety of things across the board. Crime is down. Our response time in terms of our public safety apparatus is significantly down. We have more affordable housing. And guess what? We have a higher reserve today. And our budget's going for much more sustainable. That's the reality. I've heard all kinds of things today that I never knew existed. Some secret pledge with the governor? What are you talking about? Some challenge that doesn't exist? Apparently we're in a parallel universe here this evening. Let's deal with the facts. All I ask you to do is look factually at the record. School construction, up 46%. Operating budgets, up 36%. Funds for affordable housing. Funds for all of the support programs that support and help to implement the school system are up. I value education because I have benefited from it. I live the American dream because of education, public education. My entire family, for the most part, have benefited from it. I have a sister who's an administrator, a sister who's a teacher, a sister who is an administrator, a principal, a brother who served in the support staff, a brother-in-law who served as an administrator, and I've taught law school for 30-plus years. I value education. I was there from 86 up until this day, and unwavering in my support for education across the board, in the good times as well as the bad times. And the times that we have and the times that we're going for, I am convinced are going to be better times because of the difficult decision that I've helped to make going forth in this county executive position for the last very difficult and tough years. Thank you for being here this evening.